Here is a special message to 14 to 16-year-old students who need to pass IGCSE physics but cannot understand the subject. Hi, my name is Kaleem Akbar and I'm a physics teacher. As someone who is a highly qualified physicist and endorsed author of 2 textbooks approved by their respective exam boards, I'm here to tell you the truth that you need to know if you want to succeed with Cambridge IGCSE physics. Many 14 to 16-year-old students suffer with the idea that IGCSE physics is too complicated for them. But nothing could be further from the truth. And if you're a student who wants to pass or indeed ace their physics exams, I've got exactly what you're looking for. But before we get into this, let me tell you a quick story. There I was, a highly qualified student with an honours degree and a master's degree from 2 of Scotland's finest institutes, and when I was doing teacher training, I found myself feeling rather incompetent, shall we say. I was craving to be the best teacher that I could be. The thing is, at the time I had my own insecurities and hang-ups and wondered why others could walk into a lesson with relative ease with little or no planning, yet I was spending hours planning lessons and writing notes. I knew I was surrounded by colleagues who were far brighter than me, even though in some cases I had the higher qualification before going to teacher training. I just felt like I really didn't understand physics fully. The big problem that I had in one particular lesson during the teacher training course was that I thought that I had planned the best lesson ever. Yet it was quite clear by the end of the lesson that the students just did not understand what I was putting across. I found that very hard to take. However, I promised myself that I wouldn't be one of those teachers who made students feel stupid about not understanding. I mean, I certainly came across some of those teachers in my time when I was a kid. But I felt stupid for not being able to put my ideas across in a way that the students understood. This inspired me to write my lessons in a more comprehensive manner, to research several books and resources online, because I wanted to understand physics deeply. Now, bearing in mind, I've got a master's degree in the subject, and I felt that I just didn't understand it deeply enough. Then, as if by chance, something completely amazing happened. Now, when I say amazing, it was amazing for me. I mean, it seems so simple now, but I didn't know this at the time. I started using the notes that I was creating for myself as part of my lesson plans. And what happened was my students started responding very positively. So much so that they asked me to write this in note form for them. The fact that I started to understand physics at such a deep level allowed me to simplify the subject for my students so they could understand too. In fact, it had me questioning how much my teachers when I was at school fully understood the subjects they were teaching. Instantly, it became crystal clear for me how to present my ideas that broke the syllabus down into tiny little bite-sized chunks for my students. I found a way of making physics easy, which would allow me to gain the credibility and the respect that I so desperately craved. I basically wanted to be a very, very good physics teacher. I feel like I am a very good physics teacher, but there's always room for improvement. So my plan was to take these notes and compile a book. This was very much a student-led inspiration. It was my students that inspired me to do this. So I started looking for the professionals that could help me with this project. But we didn't actually just stop there. We then self-published the book to make it widely available in places like Amazon. After that, and a major piece of this puzzle, was that we sought endorsement with Cambridge International Examinations. That's the exam board. They are now called Cambridge Assessment International Education. Bottom line, after 8 long years between teaching and writing notes and being inspired to write it into a book and getting the professionals to help publish it and then getting it endorsed by Cambridge, we were able to produce a comprehensive revision book that had no more or no less information that was required to succeed. This book basically followed the syllabus point by point. Building on that success, we actually dedicated our time to creating other reports to help students. Topics that, we don't really touch on in a great way in school. Things outside the physics syllabus that would help students, which you're about to see very shortly. I called the book itself Cambridge IGCSE Physics Explained. With Cambridge IGCSE Physics Explained, I can now help students see a massive improvement in their knowledge and understanding in the Cambridge IGCSE Physics syllabus, which is measured, of course, by their test results and their exam results. From the data that we have available, students see a significant improvement within just 4 weeks. My own students have averaged A star to C 98% over the past 3 years. So that's right, 98% of my students have achieved A star to C over the past 3 years. Incidentally, I only started recording it over the past 3 years. And that's why I'm so excited to share this with you. I now want students worldwide to have the same results as my students are where I teach. I want to share my book to the rest of the planet, basically. Let me introduce Cambridge IGCSE Physics Explained, which helps you succeed in your exams by following the syllabus easily in small bite-sized steps. Cambridge IGCSE Physics Explained makes it simple for you to achieve a top grade in the subject. Understand IGCSE physics at a deeper level. Remember IGCSE physics definitions and formulae much more quickly. Spend less time revising the subject, giving you more time with your family and friends. For me, that's huge. Learn what the exams are looking for. And much, much more. And what makes this even better? Now, you never have to worry about IGCSE physics being too hard or too complicated ever again. Which also means you're not going to feel stuck, which will likely lead you to getting a much lower grade than you actually deserve. And best of all, you'll start seeing results with Cambridge IGCSE Physics Explained in as little as 4 weeks, and it costs less than a PlayStation game. And I love PlayStation games. So again, if you're a student who wants to pass or ace their physics exams, understand this. Get a head start on your academic year and set yourself apart from your classmates. Start early. You don't need any other books. This book hits the sweet spot. There is just the right amount of information. Not too much and not too little. There is only a limited number of discounted books available. Now, don't get me wrong, this book is available in Cambridge and it's also available at Amazon, etc. But there's only a limited number of discounted books available. Cambridge IGCSE Physics Explained holds the key to your success with the Cambridge IGCSE Physics syllabus. Take action now and order right now. Here's exactly what you're going to get with Cambridge IGCSE Physics Explained. I'm really excited about the extra added value that I'm going to give you. I hope it's okay to over-deliver. Cambridge IGCSE Physics Explained itself is worth $45 US. It's a comprehensive revision textbook that gives you the secret to excel in IGCSE physics and to learn the topics quickly and efficiently, and you're able to follow the syllabus point by point, with no more information or no less than what is actually required, letting you get the required grades to do A-level if you want, to get a scholarship in some cases, and in some cases even go off to university. Perhaps it's just to make yourself proud or your parents proud. Here's some exciting bonuses that I'd like to tell you about. Unlock your learning style, valued at $10. Now, the thing is, the amount of time that went into producing this is much more than $10, but I want to tell you what this is all about. It's a 20-question questionnaire which helps you unlock your learning style. And what it will allow you to do is figure out how you revise best. So take a look at this questionnaire, fill it in. At the end, you'll be able to figure out whether you're visual, whether you like reading more, whether you like listening more, whether you like doing. And what that will allow you to do is focus on your strengths. There's many students that don't know this. It will allow you to revise smarter, not harder. Top 15 myths about exam study. Valued again at $10, but the time involved was much more. This digital report makes it simple for you to avoid unnecessary pitfalls when doing exams. These 15 top false beliefs were taken from a sample of 100 students who scored a C grade and above. This helps you learn from successful students who felt that they would have done even better had they not held on to these false beliefs, which they later learned for themselves were wrong. This takes away unnecessary stress involved with having these false ideas, making you more relaxed when you're doing your exam. 20 study tips of successful students, again valued at $10, but the amount of work that's went into these to help you, it's unbelievable. But I'm excited about putting these your way. This free digital report is the shortcut to understanding 20 top revision techniques of successful students, again using the same sample of 100 students that scored a C grade and above. This report will help you use your time wisely, using techniques used by successful students, and once again lets you revise smarter and not harder, giving you more time to have fun, more time to spend with your family and friends. 15 alarming mistakes in the exam, again valued at $10. What's happened in this report? This free digital report holds a secret to understanding 15 top exam mistakes made by the same sample of 100 top scoring students. So you can use your time wisely and avoid these mistakes. And therefore, once again, my motto, revise smarter and not harder. I've got two special bonuses. Now this will only appeal to a certain type of student. Bonus number 1 is Sir Isaac Newton's original Treatise Optics Notes. Valued at $40, this EPUB book makes it easy for you, again like I said for certain students, to act super cool with certain friends and maybe even teachers. You will read about the optics course that does appear in the IGCSE physics course itself, with notes from a very, very long time ago. I think this is just super cool to have the original book of Sir Isaac Newton. Bonus number 2, Einstein's Theory of Relativity. Again, this is another digital book beyond the scope of the IGCSE syllabus. Let me make it clear, you don't need it for the IGCSE physics syllabus, but who has not heard of Einstein's Theory of Relativity? Very few people understand it. Here again, you've got a super cool original ebook from Albert Einstein's original notes. How many of your friends, or indeed teachers, have this book? The total value of this offer comes to $155 US. I have to say that is me being pessimistic with regards to the time spent on producing these reports. But in any case, today you'll be getting all of this, the book, the 4 bonus reports, and the 2 super cool bonus books for a value of $25 US, less than the cost of a PlayStation game. Here's to your success with Cambridge IGCSE Physics. Again, my name is Kaleem Akbar. And remember, if you're a student who wants to pass or ace their physics exams, then Cambridge IGCSE Physics Explained is the solution that you've been looking for. Let's get started today.